Let's go. Yeah. There.
So, I've been playing Trails of Cold Steel 3, but without finishing 1 and barely starting 2. This is gonna seem like sacrilege to longtime fans of the series, but these are long games. I knew I had left it too late to try and finish them before 3 released on Switch. So, a few weeks ago I thought I would continue playing 1 before 3 came out, but then I realised, screw it. Let's just play 3 and take it as somebody who's not very familiar with the games, and see if I can follow along, but more importantly, could I enjoy Trails of Cold Steel 3? Given 1 and 2 aren't on Switch, I imagine a lot of Switch owners are wondering this. Can a newcomer to the series enjoy the third entry? And the answer is yes, you can. But you will, like me, miss a lot of the references to people and events. Before I started the game, I read through a synopsis of the past games and character profiles that handily comes with Trails of Cold Steel 3. This was super useful. Like I said, I've played probably about 20% of Trails of Cold Steel 1, so I knew a little bit about the characters and the world, but the story synopsis really helped to understand the big events and conflicts of the previous games. Despite reading all of it though, I was still a bit lost at times, particularly with character names. They would refer to someone and I'd be thinking, I know I've heard that name, but I couldn't always remember who they were and if they were important. I haven't finished all of 3 yet, but I've been able to follow the story and enjoy it so far. I know I'm missing a lot, but you can still have a good time with it. I like the characters and the main group were well fleshed out, although I actually found the main protagonist, Rean Schwarzer, to be a bit boring and robotic. He's just so nice. Way too nice. In the first game, he's a student at Thor's Academy, and now he's one of the teachers. But even when his students are being rude to him, he just ignores it. It felt off, like that's not how a person would act when someone is being a dick to them. He's just too nice and perfect, whereas the other characters felt more real. Rean and his students go out on missions to different parts of the world, and you learn more about the world and the regional histories. You also learn about secret plots that slowly come to light through the game. When at the academy, Rean can also spend time with the students and develop relationships with them. Not like that though. In terms of gameplay, it's a turn-based RPG, but there are a lot of different mechanics to figure out. You've got the usual attack, but you also have CP and EP, which are basically number of points you have to perform special attacks or magic spells. You also form links between characters, so they can perform assists, and you can also perform super special moves. That's not their name, by the way. It seemed like a lot of mechanics at first, but it's all pretty easy to figure out as you play. I played on normal, and I found it pretty difficult at times, especially on boss battles. When you lose a battle, you can choose to replay it, making it easier, and I had to do that to get through some of the harder battles. Grinding is recommended, and it does definitely help. The graphics and music were great. I played on my Switch Lite and it ran perfectly, even when I was facing a large number of monsters. I would have preferred though if there were more voiced dialogue scenes. There were some long conversations that were all text. It's not the end of the world, but I just would have preferred more voice scenes. So overall, I've been enjoying Trails of Cold Steel 3, despite not having finished 1 and 2. You can play and enjoy it, but you'll get a better experience if you have played 1 and 2. The question for Switch owner is, if they have a platform to play them on, and I recommend the Vita, and if you have 140 hours to dedicate to them before playing 3. Now that I have been playing 3, I don't feel I can go back to 1 and 2, but that's okay. I've still had a good time with 3, and I'm looking forward to playing Trails of Cold Steel 4 on my Switch.
Very well.
So guys, are you planning to pick up Trails of Cold Steel 3 on Switch? And if you played it, what did you think of it? Leave a comment below, and as always, thanks for watching.
I'm up.
You're mine!